What if I told you that this is the island that MrBeast used for his video? I have to survive on this island for 100 days. There's going to be a lot of interesting things that will happen, like insane storms and wild animal fights. Can I survive on this island for 100 days? Stay tuned to find out. Also, only a small percentage of people that watch my videos are actually subscribed, so if you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing. It is free and you can always change your mind. The last 100 days got almost 7,000 likes. Let's go insane and try to get 100,000 likes this time. This is Minecraft. I survived on 100 days. Day 1, I already had a problem. There was a hippo right next to me, but I kept my distance and there were some signs which I did read.
Welcome to Island Jeff, the island that I used in my video. Of course Chandler wanted, so I asked him for permission. You're going to have to complete some missions in addition to your main mission. Survive 100 days on this island. I had some hints which will help you complete your missions. And good luck, you're gonna need it. MrBeast, Chandler, Cole, and Chris.
I opened the chest and it had a wooden throwing knife, a book, and a wooden fishing rod in it. And the book said this.
Hey you know the part on your right? Walk over there. Only then are you allowed to go to the last page.
I looked over my right and I walked towards that part. I mean, what a good idea that was. And while I was walking towards the right, I saw this beard and a house a bit further. And I also saw this, a cage for wild animals, which was broken because of the storm that had happened. And so I had to be careful on this island. And when I turned around, there were more animals.
Oh, elephants? What? Gorillas? Kangaroos? Oh my.
After looking around for a bit, I saw a chest, and I didn't trust it, so I opened it using a different way.
I think I think that's what they mean.
I guess I thought that it was a possibility to get pranked and exploded on the very first day.
Alright, I mean, there's definitely a catch. Like, there's definitely a catch, or 100%. There's no way there's not. Okay, I have to be careful then.
So I made a wooden pickaxe and I mined it from above. And there was I found a hunting knife in there and
Oh, a hunting knife. Okay, nice. So we got a wooden throwing knife and a hunting knife. Alright, well I guess we can go to the last page right now.
Alright, the last page.
That's what you're gonna get. Not good luck, here.
I then tested my throwing knife on this hippo and I've gotta say this is it's pretty good and
Wait, I'm gonna try it on the hippo. Oh, it actually works. Wait, this thing doesn't even hit me.
Well, it turns out it can.
Okay, there we go.
I then got some cobblestone and I fished for food. And so did I for the rest of the whole night on the first day on this amazing island of MrBeast. Well, actually Chandler won it, so it's actually Chandler his island, but that was absolutely fine. I then came up with a fantastic idea.
Alright, let's go to this board, I think. I mean, look at that, like, what is that?
I guess I didn't know how to exactly pronounce chimpanzee, so I went on the internet.
Chimpanzee.
That's a chimpanzee. A chimpanzee on this freaking island, let's go.
After that I saw something in the ocean around me.
Whoa, what? That's weird. I'll check that later. Hey, what's up, my man? What are you doing?
I also claimed the island to be mine after surviving on it for one day.
Welcome to my island, sir.
I saw giraffes as well, behind the chimpanzees.
Oh, that's really cool. Really cool.
And then I took a look at the animals in the water. Not sure what happened to them, but considering the fact that there are heavy storms on this island every now and then, we can say what happened to them.
Lions? I guess we'll figure that out later.
Yes, you'll figure it out, let me tell you.
I gotta also figure out where I'm gonna build my house as well. Look at this beaver. That's a red panda. Oh, dude, there's already so many animals there. I love it.
I then came across some bamboo and some coral berries. Then I saw this thing.
What the heck is that? What the heck is this? Zod Spire? What?
Well, I tried to take it down, but then this happened. I then found a melon, so I made seeds and planted them.
Beautiful.
After that, I climbed this tree next to the signs to get an overview.
Holy, that thing. What? That's a zebra there as well. Okay, well. It's a nice island, it's definitely gonna be really nice.
And then I came across some more animals.
What's up, sloth?
And a coconut crab.
Oh, yo, what's up, my man?
Here's some fun facts about it. The coconut crab is a species of terrestrial hermit crab, also known as the robber crab or palm thief. It is the largest terrestrial arthropod in the world. Wow, why did I write this? With a weight up to 4.1 kgs or 9 pounds. It is found on islands across the Indian Ocean and parts of the Pacific Ocean, as far east as the Gambier Islands and the Pitcairn Islands. Okay, whatever. Anyways, I was discovering the island and I saw something.
That's a lion right there.
And let me tell you, I was not ready to fight a lion on day 2, so stay tuned for that.
Yo, what's up, crab? I think I'm just gonna build my house somewhere over there in the middle and then in the center, you know? Look at this, it's so cute.
And I decided to stay near the giraffes for the night, listening to the beautiful sounds. Then, the next couple of days, I spent working on my treehouse. Well, kind of. I wanted to make something that did not look like a base on top of a tree, but something way cooler. Like a flat base on top of some trees that are connected by bridges, which I also made, so it's something fun. I was also able to just jump down into the water next to the cage of the animal, so that's also pretty cool. It was not finished at all, but for working on this for only a couple of days, I've gotta say that it looks pretty good, and all I'm gonna say is enjoy this while it is still intact, because, well, you're gonna see yourself. Well, you did not have to wait that long, because on day 8, I was trying to make a little house for this sloth, which was randomly on top of the trees by the way, but then a storm rolled in.
Oh no, I think that's a storm. Come on, please. I literally just want you safe, man. I just want you safe in here, come on. Come on, go up. Go up this thing, man, come on. Oh, I don't think it can. No, it can't. Wait, no, it's sucking everything in the air. Oh, everything is getting sucked into the air. Like, I can't even move.
Yup, that sloth, which I was trying to get into the fences, literally got sucked away.
I'm so happy I put these fences. Oh, please, nothing break, please.
I couldn't even move, I was literally stuck by these fences, but not for long. Yup, now even I got sucked into the air and launched by the lions from earlier.
Oh, the lion is here. Oh, even the lion got sucked in the air. Oh, dude, I just need to stay somewhere. Okay. I'm good here.
I thought that I was good, but...
Oh, no.
I remember the treehouse I built, well...
No way. Holy, no way. It destroyed my whole...
This storm came on day 8 and destroyed everything, sucked animals into the air and sucked more things from the island into the air. But I came up with something.
Man, I'm gonna need to get some sort of a deflector, because this is insane. Well, I'm gonna have to mine, I guess. My whole house is literally a parkour right now. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make this deflector thing.
But first I went into the water to look for clay, because with clay you can make a wetsuit which will make you insane underwater. So that is what I did. After looking for a long time, I finally found some clay. I mined it, made a wetsuit, and this is what it is.
Alright, let's see. Oh, that's cool. You get night vision, and you can just stay in the water for as long as you want. Oh, that's so good. I'm so happy with this. This is insane.
I started the next day up by finding this moose underwater, and it took me some time because this thing hits you really hard.
Oh no.
As you can see here, that was super close and this was happening the whole time.
One more hit, I think. There we go, finally.
But eventually I took it out and it dropped a lot of food and 2 antlers. The rest of the day, I spent getting a lot of food, getting some string, and some GP. On day 10, I started to mine, especially for that storm deflector, which I needed redstone and resources for. Eventually I came across this ravine.
Diamonds, let's go. Alright, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, I'll take that. I think that's it, right?
And I found even more.
Hey, there's even more diamonds here.
And more. And then I started to mine obsidian. I got enough obsidian for a nether portal, an enchantment table, and some extra for some insane crafts, which I will make. I spent the next couple of days getting back and then I made the storm deflector.
There we go. Weather deflector. Let's see. I'm actually gonna place it on top of that. That's actually perfect. And there you go. Alright.
On day 15 this happened.
Whoa, a moose head.
On day 16 at night, I was looking for spiders to get string to make a sand net and an animal net, so I can get seafood and carry animals with me. But there aren't many spiders on the island, but I kept looking.
I hear a spider. Oh yeah, there we go. Nice, 2 strings.
I made a sand net on day 17.
There we go. A sand net.
I wanted to test it, so I went to the water and started right-clicking. And then I randomly had depth strider on my flippers.
Wait, when did I get this enchantment? What? Oh yeah, I got something, a shrimp.
But then I got stung by a stingray, so I got out. I literally only got a shrimp from so many users from the net. Great, those are definitely worth it, for sure. On day 18 I fished for my plateau and it was really nice, managed to get some food that way. The next day I had an amazing idea. I wanted to make a tranquilizer and a net, but I needed more strings for that. And then I wanted to go to a nearby island, tranquilize some animals and then get them in my net. Then release them in the cage on this island. And it was an amazing idea, but I needed more strings, so that is what I started to look for. I also needed darts for the tranquilizer, and for that I needed some fermented spider eye or something. You guys know that, right? Or mushrooms, so I had to go to the nether soon.
Alright, I'm just gonna go to the other island And then I'm gonna get sugar canes, I'm gonna get some food, I'm gonna get all kinds of things.
I got the strings and made the animal net. All I needed right now is the darts for the tranquilizer, and then I was ready to go to the other island. On day 20, I went to the little house that I saw at the beginning where the lions were too.
Alright, let's go.
This whole house was broken because of the storm, but the signs were still there.
Welcome to which Sandia? Say Hia to enter.
And then I entered.
There was probably like a whole construction here, but like it doesn't even work anymore because of the storm. Holy.
There were some weird things in front of the house, but 2 things were actually very useful. An egg incubator, which will higher the chance of spawning an egg, and an egg identifier, which you can put eggs in from nests, which there's also a nest here, and it will make it a hatchable egg, and it's really cool. I went to the nest and I got the unidentified eggs from it. I'll come back to this in a second, but first...
Time and Halbert. Let's go.
The rest of day 20 I spent repairing my treehouse. I still can't believe a storm rolled in right when I was building it. But hey, it was alright, you know, it was fine. I got the wood and then I started repairing it. I got some more wood, so it took a little longer, but at the end of the next day, I finished it. Again, it's still not finished, but at least it's repaired anyways. Back to the eggs. On day 22, I went to the egg identifier, put redstone and an unidentified egg in it, and it worked.
Alright, it's working.
And then the first egg was done, let's see.
Kingfisher egg, chance of spawning 70%. What? That's really high. Swan egg 65%? Flamingo egg 60%. What, this is so cool.
For the incubator you needed blaze powder, so I'll come back to that whenever I go to the nether, which won't take a really long time by the way, so stay tuned for that, because the nether, oh man, let me tell you, it's something way different. I then fixed the cage and I put the eggs in it.
Alright, swan egg? Hey, it worked! What's up my man Swan, how you doing? Alright, flamingo egg? Oh, it works too! Kingfisher egg.
And the kingfisher egg, man, this man is a bird, okay? So I wanted to put it in a cage, but then...
Is that a storm coming? Hopefully my deflector's gonna do its thing.
I made the cage for it, but
There we go! Oh no. There we go, kingfisher egg, let's go! What's up my man? How are you doing? Oh.
All of that, just for this man to get out like there was not even a cage ever there.
Have fun on this island, my man.
Alright, change of plans. I made these wired fences and I put cobblestone as the roof, and I've gotta say, it isn't even that bad. I identified another egg and let me tell you, man, this time, they can't even think about escaping, okay? I built something so crazy, like this thing is... I put the egg in it and I made a little water source for it and it worked.
There we go! It's actually drinking water, nice.
And actually, it was so sad for this man, okay? I made the cage so crazy. I wanted to make a little opening, but this man literally was able to jump out, so I don't want any comments about it, okay? No comments. One opening and this man is gone, just like that other... Okay, whatever. Anyways, I made some nests and I put them on the island, and the next day, there was an egg in the nest, so I identified it, and it was a flamingo egg, so I put it in the cage.
Hey, what's up, my man? Wait.
That was eggshell, by the way. Basically bone meal.
I think that's what they said. Okay, nice.
The next day on day 25 I made the nether portal. Yes, it was time.
Let's put this thing right here.
After making the nether portal, I needed flint for the flint and steel, so I got that real quick using my wetsuit. But before, I checked the animals.
So my man, holy, these things are getting huge.
I got the flint and then I made something insane.
Time and tower shield, max protection 25, 160. There we go. Oh, this thing is insane.
I entered the nether and this happened instantly. And even more.
What the heck?
And then I saw the first exotic animal.
What is that?
I also spawned next to a nether castle.
Nether castle?
No, like actually next to it, like my nether portal was literally behind me. I gathered a lot of glowstone and then I went down.
Foxhounds? Oh my. That is crazy.
I then went down to fight the foxhounds.
Oh.
These things literally drop blaze powder and leather. Insane. I also one-hit them, which is crazy.
I actually one-hit them with this halberd. This thing is insane. Oh, there's a gas.
I did not have a lot of food and water, so I had a plan.
Guys, no joke, I think I'm just gonna have to go back and then get some food and then come back later.
So that is what I did. But then, I went to the animals, but every animal was gone, except for the kiwi, which was in a cage. Later that day, somebody came from the nether to my treehouse using the nether portal.
This thing literally came from the nether, what?
I took it out. I went to the nether again. This time, I had some more food and some more water, but it was not enough again. So I went back and I made an automatic fish farm. And you see this nether block? This thing is the whole reason why the farm did not work, okay? This happened the whole time, so it wasn't really automatic, but the fish did go into the chest automatically, so that was good. I went into the nether again and I found these blocks, so I took them with me. I ran into a little problem. Literally, but that was alright. I then took out a ghast.
Yes, there we go. There we go, we got it.
And then this happened, so I got another gas tier. 2 gas tiers, insane.
Another gas tier.
I then went back again to refill, and then I went back to nether and I took out another ghast.
What the heck is this?
That was enough nether, okay? I went back and the kiwi laid an egg.
Thank you very much, my man.
I had some unidentified eggs, so I put them in the egg identifier.
Alright, we got a penguin egg, no way. A swan egg again, and eggshells are now the egg incubators. I'm gonna put blaze powder in here.
And then I put the eggs in there. How this works is every time the blaze thing is done, all the eggs get 5% extra chance of spawning. Really cool. I put them in and left them, and the next day every egg had a chance of spawning of 100%. So I put them all in the cage, and just look at this man. This man is straight chilling here. This cage is built so
I
good.
made this open, I made this a little nicer.
The next couple of days I spent with this whole egg thing. It was nice, but it wasn't that special, like, come on. Anyways, on day 36, I went to the other side of the island again. You remember where I spawned and got the loot out of the chest and just never came back to that part? And when I visited it again, I took more things like bamboo and coral berries. I also got some melons from that side and planted them here on this side. I don't know, okay? On day 37, I walked through the animals in the cage and collected all the eggs and I threw them. Only the penguin hatched, but hey, now the other penguin has a friend. And then it was time to go to the other island. I got to the island on day 40 and I started to explore it. There were so many penguins, and behind the penguins, there were even reindeers.
A reindeer, no way.
I was able to ride it, which is pretty cool.
No way, let's go.
I wanted to know what they dropped, so that is why I took some out here, and it was food and some antlers. And then I found walruses.
No way.
They drop blubber, which is food, and they drop leather as well. Look at the sheep, by the way. So funny.
Sheep?
The next couple of days I spent exploring this island, gathering sugar canes and gathering food. I was also trying to get leather to make darts for the tranquilizer, so I could catch some animals in the net.
Coyotes. Yo, what's up, my mans? How are you doing?
And I know, okay, I just wanted to know what they dropped. I dropped a coyote hat, which I'll put next to the other hat on the pillar in my treehouse. I also came across some flamingos, but I already do have some flamingos in the cage. On day 43, I finally found a chicken.
Finally.
I then made the darts and I was ready to hunt wild animals now and put them on the MrBeast Island. I put this chicken in the net here, and the plan was to make another net, put another chicken in it, and then bring both chickens to my island to have unlimited feathers and food. But this all changed when I started to see super cool exotic animals which I wanted to take to my island instead. At night I sat in the water to get night vision and waited for spiders. And I found a spider here. And then I found another spider, but it didn't drop any strings. I then found even more chickens. I then heard noises, like a storm was about to roll in. I was also not near the storm deflector, so it would do a lot of damage. And it turned out to be true. On day 45 at night, a storm rolled in.
Oh no. Oh no. No. Oh no. No way.
This storm was absolutely insane. I got hit by something while I was getting sucked away by the storm. This whole island got sucked away, okay? They didn't have a storm deflector here.
Holy. Spider there, there's a spider there.
I found a spider, but I couldn't get it because of the storm, so I tried to stay close to it, but then this happened. This man actually got sucked away. I then found a little cave which I went in, and it was actually really nice because I was able to sit in here until the storm was finished without getting sucked around the whole island. There was also a lot of room here, so I just stayed here. I had food and water with me, so that was no problem. And this storm went on for so long. It was insane. On day 46, the storm went away after doing a lot of damage on the island. I then found a spider.
Nice, let's go.
And another one.
Nice.
I made another animal net and then I put the other chicken in the new net. But then I then tested the tranquilizer on a zombie, but it only works on animals. I then took out a maggot and it dropped some slime. The next couple of days I explored this island even more and eventually I came across this part. It was the Amazon rainforest and there are some really cool wild animals here. This was also where the plan of the chickens in the animal net changed, and you'll see why in a second. The first thing, a literal goat. A goat! This is insane and I wanted this man on my island. So I released the chicken and I got the goat. The next animal I had to tranquilize, but you'll see that in a second. I also came across some more flamingos and ducks and geese and birds here, but then I literally came across kangaroos. Literally kangaroos! I wanted these mans. So on day 51, I tranquilized one of them and I took him with me. The next couple of days I spent getting back to the island. On day 55, I got back to the island. It was night, so I continued the next day. I put all my stuff in the chest and I put the coyote head on the pillar. It looked good. I then walked through the animals and I got a roadrunner egg and a pigeon egg. The chance of spawning was pretty low, so I wanted to put them in an incubator. So that is what I did. The eggs were dumb that night, so I put them in the cage. The chance of spawning was now 95% because I wanted to have some extra blaze powder. I wanted to put the pigeon and the roadrunner and the animals in the animal net in the other cage, so that is what I did.
Nice. Nice.
And then the kangaroo and the goat. This was crazy, and I had to expand my cage soon. On day 57, I wanted to go to the other island again to get more animals, but I came across a mineshaft in the water. Eventually, I found it.
No way. No way. Let's go. So many. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Okay.
I chilled here for a bit, and then I took out the spider. I was really low at this point, so I closed it off and ate some food.
Oh no, not the poison.
I then took out the spider as well, but there were like 3 spawners here, 2 spiders and 1 skeleton spawner, so I had to be really careful. Because I didn't have a lot of food, I decided to go up here and come back after getting some food. But because there were dot spiders on the way I usually go up to my treehouse, I had to make another way because I couldn't take one more hit. So I started at the broken house and went up using stairs. I've gotta say, this is a pretty good way too, and I'll use this way more often. I also made mushroom stews, and then a storm.
No, there's no way there's a storm, right?
Seemed to be rolling in, but didn't because of the deflector, something like that. Anyways, I then fished for the rest of the day. The next day, I made these golden wall lamps. They seem pretty cool, and I put them all over my treehouse. The next couple of days, I spent at the mineshaft.
There's no way.
And then I made a little construction here. I found some lapis which I mined, and I got all the strings around the first spider spawner which I destroyed. I wanted to keep at least 1 spawner to make a way to for my treehouse for XP, but not this one. I made a stone sword to get all the strings around because my iron sword was about to break. I then made a chest, wrote the coordinates down, and then put some stuff in it because my inventory was almost full. I then went to the second spider spawner, put torches around it, and I got all the strings again.
A golden apple, beetroot seeds, phoenix dust, and some rails and some gold and some bread. Alright, nice.
And eventually I went back to the island. I planted sugar canes and got a lot of wood for the bookshelves because I wanted to be able to enchant at the highest level to get something like looting on my sword and get a lot of loot from the skeletons because they had a lot of enchanted items. I also made some sort of a chest room. It's not really a chest room, but I put torches on the treehouse as well. The next couple of days I spent getting to the other island again to get a lot of sugar canes for the enchantment table. I also found an igloo, but it didn't really have a lot in it, so I just left everything for the Eskimos. The first wild animal showed up.
Wolves?
I took out the wolves because I wanted to know what they dropped and I needed food. I found moose, crocodiles, more moose, salamanders. I didn't find this man, alright, and some cows. I then continued the next day. I then found this thing.
What the heck is that? What?
I wanted to explore that, but first there were so many animals here.
A leopard? Holy.
And this bird, okay, came defending the leopard. Like, what are you even... But then another storm rolled in.
Oh no, not a storm.
This storm sounded even worse than all of the other storms combined. I'm not even joking. I then came across a grizzly bear right before the storm started. So I fought it, I took it out, and then the storm began. This storm started and it was already so bad.
Oh no.
Everything was getting sucked away.
No way.
And it was crazy. I was glitched in the leaf, so I was good here for the storm. I don't know, okay? I then fought a grizzly bear because the storm kind of started going away. I was in this little cave and I stayed here. When the storm kind of went away, I went to the ship, but I saw this in the water.
What the heck?
I collected some and then I saw this.
What? Pirates? No way.
Literal pirates, so I went up and fought them. And these guys, oh man, let me tell you, I outplayed them so hard. Like, actually they probably thought that they had visitors that knew their stuff better than they knew it themselves. Like, it was just embarrassing. Like, they were getting deleted from their own ship, okay? This is just, I mean, just what are they even doing here? So I took them all out, one by one. It was easy, but you know what? You can't blame them. I have a diamond halberd and the best shield ever, like... Anyways, I got all the loot from the chest. That was alright loot, it was not bad. I also got the fire chargers from dispensers, the iron bars and dispensers themselves, and the banners. And then, one more thing had to be done. Claiming the ship and making sure everyone knew that I won. I then fought the snake, gave fish to this penguin which loved me, and then spent a lot of days getting back to the MrBeast island because I was trying to get the reindeer with me so I could have him on the island, and that is why it took a bit longer, but it worked. On day 86 I came at the island and I put the banners around. I also made leads and put the reindeers on one. I spent the next couple of days going back to the mineshaft, getting the chest and getting loot, looting the spawners and farming so much XP. Day 95 I went mining because I only had 1 diamond left and I wanted to enchant a diamond sword, but I literally mined for 2 days and did not find a single diamond. I then made the enchantment table.
There we go. This is a good place right here, let's go.
Put the bookshelves around it. And then I enchanted an iron halberd because the enchantments were not really that good, and then I got this on my diamond halberd.
Nice, that is so good, holy.
I did the same thing with my iron sword. I then went to the mineshaft again and fought some mob. And then it was day 100.
I have to defend my island. What the heck? I have to take them out. Oh no, what? Nice. No. Come on. Nice. There we go. Finally.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe with post notifications using the bell and comment something fun. Let's try to get 100,000 likes. Shout out to these people from the last 100 days who commented the answers of the question in the video in the comments. Do you guys want 200 days? And also 200 days on a nuclear age? Let me know. See you guys in the next one. It will be even more insane.